Hello my friends and welcome back. Today I'm going to work on a layout for the Color Kitz team for Shimmers. I have Rogue Paint is escaping. So we've got these gorgeous colors and I always, let me move my my cut files really quick. We always have these gorgeous color combos and this week, month, for November, they are stunning. So let me show you what I have here. This color here is a Vibes and it's called Egg Noggin. And that's this color right here. Now it's still half wet, but I love showing you guys my little swatchy cards. This is just cheap paper. It's actually the back of a project pad piece of paper. So, but I do like to swatch them. I want to see the wet spot when I'm working. The next piece I have here, this is Rockefeller Blue. And it's this one right here, this spray. Gorgeous. The green tone that I have right here, it is called Greener Pastures. And this is what it looks like in the little tub that I have. Gorgeous color. It's an Inklings. We're going to have lots of great shimmery shine. The next one I have, it's Tarnished Treasure. So it's more of a metallic. Look at how pretty that is. That's this center one. It's like the most gorgeous version of, it's not quite pewter, it's not quite bronze, it's a tweener. And then finally, I have this one here. It's a Shimmers and Golden Wheat, this color. So it comes already wet and ready to go. These two right here, I just had to add a little bit of water, let them activate for, I don't know, I let them go for all of 15 seconds and I went for it. Okay, so that's what we have for the mixed media products. Now, the dots this month, we've got this gorgeous floral right here. Hello Autumn. And another floral, totally different, but look at that green. Oh! And then for our little goodies, I've got an acorn, mushroom, nice fall florals, a little fawn, as well as a bunny. So they're so cute. Now let me show you the cut files. And the cut files are actually a twofer, which is super awesome. Now this is on white on white. I know you can see it, but I'll end up painting it and you'll see it better. It reads Falling for These Moments. And I think it's super pretty. I'm going to paint it on my backing. And the reason for that is that I always feel like it stays on just a little bit better. So I have that. And then the next thing I have, and I cut it out twice, and I'll show you. Actually, I cut it out 4 times. So this is the set of leaves. And this is a smooth white cardstock. Don't even know who makes it. Found it in my stash. So I used the cut file, I shrunk it down, and I cut it out twice. And then I did it the same way on kind of a cheap textured cardstock. Excuse me, Blue, we are filming. Shush. So what I'm going to do is work on the title first, and I'm going to get painting it in. Now, hold on. Now I'm kind of getting a hinker about pulling off the outside edge. And if you see this, do you see how it has a border around it? I think I would like to paint that one color and the letters another. So I'm going to detach it and stick it down onto the sheet to paint it. I think that's what I will do, because I really think I want my letters to be in this gorgeous, gorgeous Tarnished Treasure. So let me get that all situated and I'll show you what I mean. Hopefully this shows you what I mean just a little bit better. So I separated them out and I will go ahead and paint these 2 different colors. Now, I know I'm going to do this Falling for These Moments in a blue tone, but I have a feeling I'm going to want to have a little bit of my my Tarnished Treasure in that as well to kind of subdue it a tiny bit. Although, you know, we all know that paint starts out darker and it gets a little bit lighter. So to start, I'm just going to go ahead and do a real simple coat with the blue because I want to see what it's going to do. And I'm going to paint it the same color all the way along. And the inside of the letters, I'm going to go ahead and just paint them in with my metallic Tarnished Treasure. and I think it will be lovely. And when it comes to the leaves, I'll show you what I'm doing with them. I'm going to then have my two tones of my yellows and my green and have these great fall changing over. Probably bringing in some of that Tarnished Treasure as well, because I want my leaves to be all variegated. I think it would be so fun to paint up some fall leaves. And then I'll let this dry overnight. I'm doing this kind of in the evening for me. I scrapbook during the day, and it's like 5 or 6 right now. So for me, this is like late scrapbooking. So I'll have lots of time to dry, and my poor mat will get paint all over it. It'll be great. The paint just washes right off of it, by the way. Although you can see when I've done it here before, and I just never got around to it, and it came out just fine. All right, I need to get a little bit more blue, but you see what I'm going to do. Doing this on this one, and I'm going to do the Tarnished Treasure on the other. I'll be back in a jiffy. Really quickly, I just felt like going in and getting some variegated goodness on my title. So I thought I would show you what I'm doing with that. And then the letters, I'm going to be doing a lot more of a strong bronzy metallic. But yes, I was showing you this ever so fancy technique, which is pretty much just dabbing this on. And this does work if you do it on the mat because it lays down really nicely when it has to dry. It's awesome. So yeah, all I did was pour out a little bit of the Tarnished Treasure and went in dabbing it. And I think it's so much more interesting when it's just a little bit variegated, and then I won't have as strong of a contrast with my title, but definitely will have blue in the back of it. Okay, just thought I'd show you. I'll be back in a jiff. All right, now let me show you the master plan. Oh, by the way, this is my title drying. It's a big hot mess. It'll come together, I promise. It just has to dry overnight. Not a big deal. So I'm going to do the same kind of technique, which I don't know if it's even a technique, with my leafy bits. And remember, I have the 2 different sheets, so I'll do one, then I'll do the other. It's great. So not a huge amount of rhyme or reason. Oh, by the way, this bit right here is the egg noggin. So I'm going to just dab in color. It's going to be great. Is this activated? I'm going to need a little bit of my Tarnished Treasure too to get going. I want to just have green. I want yellow, all the different shades, and they're going to come out with that gorgeous fall leafy vibe that we all love so much. And a little bit of these metallics. Now the Shimmers, of course, is going to just have a gorgeous, gorgeous shimmer. It'll be great. And that's about it for all the technique working I'm going to be doing with these. Let it dry. I'm going to go on to the next one. So we'll do another one together. Getting some of this greener Pastures in. Let's start with the golden, or next I'll go on with the golden wheat Shimmers. And because I am digging the fallsy vibe of my Tarnished Treasures, going in with just a little bit of that as well. So yeah, that's it. And I'm going to repeat and repeat with varying degrees of these colors. So when it's all done and all dry, I'll come back. I wanted to pop in the next day and show you a little traction. I just started pulling the pieces off and getting a look-see, and I am so digging on how my leaves turned out. I have all those little painted bits in there. When I pulled it off, it was almost dry when I pulled it off. And we've got this absolutely gorgeous amount of dimension going on and variegated colors. So super excited with the way that turned out. I still have to get one more set of the leaves off. Here's my just straight up, pretty much painted in the inset of my alphas. The outline with both the blue tone, which is right here, Rockefeller Blue, and not that one, Tarnished Treasure. A little splat and mix of both is what we have here. Great. So I'm going to be putting this on my page here-ish and then popping up every one of my alphas so that we have a nice shadow effect. I'm not going to make you sit through that. That's got to be torture. I've got my photo, which I need to matte a little bit, and I decided to bring in this wood grain. It's from Lake Life from Fancy Pants, which it's a gorgeous wood grain. And here is another piece. Let's see, this one is called, oop, I'm flinging my little goodies everywhere. This one is, guys, I know how gorgeous this side is. I know, it's called Water Flora. And then this one, let me see, I have to pick it up so I can look underneath. It is called, oh gosh, where's the name? Is it on this side? And I just didn't even see it. Oh, Picnic by the Lake. So I'm gonna go ahead and just mat in with like a, let's see, 1/4 inch mat all the way around. I just gotta trim that out. And I have to get, where's my other? I have to get my other set of leafy bits all out. And yeah, I can glue all of this on and I'll come back in a minute and I'll show you where we are with it. Hang tight. So I have everything on here. Want to do a little bit of a show and tell with you. See all my bits sticking up. I only have liquid adhesive on a bit of the center of the veins of the leaves. I was thinking the spines, but they're not spines. And then for my title, which you see here, I've got all of the centers popped up on some craft foam. My photo, I went ahead and matted 4 times, and I have that up on a little bit of foam. So I've got lots and lots of fun dimensions. So now I get to come in with my adorable little dots and my little woodland creatures and decide where each of them go. And this is so fun. So these guys are pretty bold. I have all this blue here. So I'm thinking, I was trying to see which way the flowers go, and I don't think it really matters. They're just really pretty. I'd love to bring a little bit of the blue over here because I have so much centered here. And this is a gorgeous green tone. And by the way, guys, I did use all of the colors, and the green, I did splatty bits all over the leaves with that gorgeous green tone, as well as in the leaves. So it is in there and it'll pull it across nicely. I think we'll do a little cluster above my photo. I might have to take a little bit of that craft foam. Oh, and then this one reads, Hello Autumn. That's so pretty. It's so pretty. I'm gonna nestle that right in as well. So yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna create some cute little clusters, get it going. Oh my gosh, this little bunny is facing this way. So I think the little bunny needs to go up on a little bit of foam. So cute. We've got a sleepy little doe or a fawn. I think maybe right there would be cute. I've got cute little mushrooms. Oh, I've got a little bit of glue there. Let's get that off. No worries. Got cute little mushrooms. I love all these little bits and pieces. I am wondering, should I? No, I really like the placement of that. It's just got that, it just is nestling in perfectly. But I'm thinking of bringing in something, yeah, maybe like that. So I have it in and around the title as well. And then I think I'll also, right around my flare bits, I will also bring in a little die cut. Now I had a couple die cuts that also go with this Fancy Pants line. And I have 3 of them. And I thought it might be a good idea to include them in as well. So let's go ahead and put the floral there so it brings in that blue. And then I have a couple of these pieces, but I don't want them to distract, although they go so perfectly. Maybe if I tuck it in back there. Okay, that's good. It hides a little bit of the burgundy color of the leaves. And then right there. All right, so I have that. I'm going to get these attached down, and then I'll just come back and we'll pop on a few enamel dots, maybe some splatty bits, and we'll finish this up. So let's see how we can finish this up. I thought we'd come in. I still have some more from this collection. So let's see what kind of colors. I like the idea of maybe bringing in more of the brown, which I don't normally gravitate towards. Not really into the yellow too much because there's not a lot with what I'm doing with my color kits. The green I think is too distracting. But I can, how about, this might be nice, blue and maybe like this. Are those the same size? Or are they, you know what it is? They don't go down dramatically in size. I've got it. I see what they're doing. Okay, not a biggie. I was like, what am I seeing? Okay, so I'm gonna do that. Just some enamel dots, giving me yet more of that shine, kind of how the dots do, but carrying it through a little bit more. Then let me do a large brown dot over here. And gonna bring in, and I love the idea of tucking them a tiny bit. I think that's fun. All right, and then that's kind of that cluster, and then we'll do one over here. And I think that will take care of the cute stuff. Except for, of course, I'm gonna come in with some splatty bits. I like the idea of definitely doing that. All right, so let me half tuck this dot. I have a lot of blue over here, so I was thinking, oh, I could do like a little visual triangle with those blues. Actually, that's kind of taking care of that, and I didn't even mean it. That's weird. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and bring in a brown one, just in case. Okay, now as for my splatty bits, to make things easy peasy, I'm going to come in with my Rockefeller Blue Spritz and my Vibes and Egg Noggin. And I'll just cover Blue's little face. Oh, he was such a cute puppy, guys. He's still a menace. He just turned a year this summer, and he's a menace, but he's just, I mean, he tries so hard to be good. He's just kind of terrible at being good, if that makes sense. He has not achieved the skills yet. So I'm just going in around these little clusters and doing some extra splatty bits for interest. And it also helps to bring the back to the front, to the front, to the back, and all of that. Brings it in just a little bit more. These aren't super obvious splatty bits. I think it's really pretty. And we'll come in as well. Ooh, UPS is here. I hope they're bringing me something. I don't know. We will see. Oh, probably not. I wasn't expecting anything. I just wanted something. All right, same thing. I'm going to come in with this Egg Noggin, and of course it's going to dry, you know, a little bit less bold because that's how paint works. But I'm just bringing some in. But that is it, guys. This is my layout. I had so much fun playing with this gorgeous set of cut files, and I love that they separated them out because you can make one bigger, smaller. You can do 5 million leaves like I did. Trying to get just a little bit, there we go, of splatty bits right there. All right, let me show you the finished project, and I'll get it photographed and get it up for you to see in the video. So lots of fun texture and dimension and goodness and fall leafiness and all of that. Love that little fawn. We have those in my neighborhood that curl up and you see them just waiting for their mom to come back. So cute. Okay, I will have links down below for the Shimmers website and Facebook group and the blog. And if you guys have any additional questions, leave them and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Bye for now.